Hi guys, Tartan Spartan here, and we're back with episode 28 of the Skyrim Skyre Let's Play. So, in the last one, what we did was we got Spellbreaker from Periite, headed back down to Carthways and had a rest, fought a couple of, things here, headed back up along this road, had to fight another dragon, of course. Did some selling with the Khajiit out here, headed up to Understone Keep, did some disenchanting, got our enchanting stuff back up, did some more trading in here, and now we're back. However, there was a slight issue with my screen. It was opening in a very small borderless window that you couldn't change, so I basically had to go and delete any files for the game, and I think, I don't know exactly why, but for some reason this one of the side effects appears to be that some of the save files deleted themselves. So basically I started, do you remember the point where I crashed at and had to start again in the last episode? If you do, that's basically where I had to start from, so I've just quickly got all that sorted. Oh, actually now, what we're going to be doing this episode is, I know I've said already, but I think basically, in fact, hold on, let's have a wee look at our inventory. I want to get rid of some of this stuff again, probably, at least. Yeah, let's stick some of these things that we're not actually using on the horse. Even if it's just, stuff that we might switch to, we'll keep. Stuff that we're wanting to sell, there is some stuff that we're wanting to sell. I think we'll actually just give him stuff that the horse, that is, stuff that we're wanting to keep, even if it's just for collector's sake, or if it's for something else. Yeah, we didn't get rid of those. We've got to get rid of a few things now. Yeah, and get rid of all of this. We don't need any of this on our person. It's just excess weight and things like this. Soul gems. Well, actually, let's keep the empty ones actually, because I'm thinking we might start trying to fill those ourselves. We'll get rid of the filled ones though, because we're not getting that needs to be filled up, because we have a mod. Not that you can deplete the charge on shields or armor anyway, but we've got a mod that basically makes it so that, or at least hopefully it's working, because we obviously encountered a wee bit of an issue with something, where the Spellbreaker is a Dwemer shield, but basically it should make it so that Daedric items don't lose their charge. Now, as I was going to say, sorry, we're going to head toward Ilinalta's Deep. When we've to get, Azura Star, when we've taken care of that, we'll head towards Riverwood, up to Felglow Keep, and we'll probably go up through Windhelm towards Shrine of Azura, up to Winterhold, because hopefully, and most likely I would imagine, we'll have dealt with Jizargo's things, we'll be able to speak to him, and then we're going to head back down along this way and to here. We'll obviously not get all that done in this episode, but we should make some good progress. At the very least, we'll make it to Ilinalta's Deep. Oh, for fuck's sake. Every fucking time, eh? Seems you can't walk 2 steps here without running into a dragon. I wonder how anyone gets around. In saying that, I'm pretty sure I remember this one actually. Yeah, it's spotted us. Oh! Just did a wee flyby there. We're just going to keep going for the moment. As long as it doesn't pose too much of a direct threat. Why not, eh? It's a wee bit annoying. I think that is deadly dragons, or maybe Bellyache's new dragon species actually that adds it, but one of the two adds these static dragons in that are always in these locations. I don't know if they respawn, I'm not sure. I really fucking hope they don't. But it is very annoying, especially in the early game, because it pretty much kind of makes you just dart back and forward trying to just scurry about avoiding these dragons that are for some reason sitting on every single main road. Because if you remember that one that's just past Voltheim, is it Voltheim or Voltheim towers? Seems like the dragon's lost interest in us though. Yeah, Lydia's still here, good stuff. What time is it? It's only 2:05, I think we're going to keep heading on. Don't want to see us getting too tired though, honestly. Suppose we can always camp out. Nope, missed. Left it. Killing wolves left and right. Or right and left in that order. Someone else is... Lydia fighting someone? Doesn't sound like it. It kinda sounded like she was, but I don't think so now. So, we're heading to Lake Ilinalta. Let's just leave these guys to it. Looks like a Stormcloak and Imperial matter. They're fighting in the river, interesting choice. Thankfully though, it doesn't seem like any of them are taking an interest in us, so we're just gonna quickly move on. Because Silas's time in Skyrim hasn't really endeared him to either group. Not much at all. The Imperials he's never really had much love for. Oh jeez, what with them occupying Morrowind. And making their presence quite visible. While he was growing up he wasn't too happy, and then the fact that they didn't really do much to stop the Argonians attacking. He's not really got much of a fondness for them, and then there's also the fact that just Nords, he's not a big fan of Nords in general. Because they're quite judgmental of his people and they're quite unneighbourly, you might say. Plus he thinks they're just frankly stupid a lot of the time. There's another wolf racing after us, hopefully it stops. Don't know why that loaded in so like close to it, honestly. I may actually need to have a wee look at my settings again, because I had to delete any file as I said, but then when you delete it, it makes a new one after you try to start the game up again, so we may have... That was oh no, it's not dead, now it's dead. So we may have not changed some of our settings back, we'll need to have a look. Which path now? Go around the main road. Oh, a wolf. I was like, who's he saying's not gonna leave here alive? It's just a wolf. Wee bit peckish. Yeah, Silas is gonna ideally have a slightly earlier night, but I don't think he's gonna get lucky enough, honestly. Because it's what? Yeah, coming up for 3, and he's got to make his way through an entire dungeon of what he imagines will be some angry mages. This way up the hill, I think. It's the right call. Too bad for those other Stormcloaks that patrol wasn't a little faster. Otherwise, things would probably have turned out differently, because something he has noticed is that generally speaking, it's quite a close fight. Well, at times, sometimes it's not, but almost always, from what he's seen, the Stormcloaks tend to win against the Imperials. Although, from what he's aware, there aren't quite as many Stormcloaks as there are Imperials, because Stormcloaks, generally speaking, are just Nords. However, Imperials do have the added benefit of they let pretty much anyone join the Legion if they feel like it. Well, I suppose the Stormcloaks do too, but there's not really much incentive unless you're a Nord Those idiots are still there. I've been standing on that bridge for, well, probably days now. Well, that looks like it there. Let's have a look. What's it called? Ilinalta's Deep. That looks like it over there. Just got to make our way around now. Looks like along this way. So, question of the day. What shall we make that? Oh, there's a fox. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've asked this one yet. Stormcloak or Imperial? I think there are fair points to both sides, but it is a tricky one. I feel like ideally you'd, I don't really feel like either of them are right. I feel like they should both really try and work out their differences rather than fight, and I mean like genuinely actually try to work them out. Don't like basically go, oh frick, gonna wrap it mate, just like because neither of them are really benefiting, I would say, from not fighting the Thalmor. So I would say they're both wrong, but if I had to pick one, I would say probably the Stormcloaks, because they are actually doing something about it, whereas the Legion is really just, I mean, it's fighting a war currently that it can't afford to, because like the Altmeri Dominion is stronger anyway. But when you couple that with the fact that that's a mud crab. So yeah, sorry, when you couple that with the fact that Jesus Christ, there's another one. The fact that they're, you know, kind of letting the Thalmor get stronger while they wait, and they're pretty much letting them dictate like basically everything to them. Like they're essentially at this point vassals. Not quite, but essentially the Thalmor will let you do pretty much whatever they want without any fear of repercussions. What a pleasant sight. Don't take it the books are in here. Doesn't seem that way. Let's read this. A decent catch of fish is getting harder to come by. Without a good spot soon, I don't think we'll survive the next winter. So I'm travelling further south, towards Lake Ilinalta. Folks say it's cursed. Whole Imperial fort just sank into the water one day, and they say the ruins have been haunted since. Well, sounds like we might get the chance to use Jazargo's flame cloak then. When I asked, I got ghost stories. Tales of people who went out near the lake and never came back. They say spirits haunt the hallways of the sunken fort and steal little children from their mothers' cribs. No amount of coin could convince any of the nearby villagers to guide me there, so I'm following the White River. Divines protect me. I hope the stories aren't true. Well, they may not be quite true, but looks like it didn't work out well for him, irrespective of that. See anything. One thing is, obviously, because I can't use my headphones because we've got the issue with the sound jack, and I have the volume down on the speakers really low. It's down at like 40%. And Skyrim's fairly quiet for me anyway, I find, even at max volume, like in the settings. So it is a wee bit of a strain at times to hear things like just people walking around, or the sound of someone who's that, or something like that, or drawing a weapon at times. No, okay, just that sounded like some. I was like I just said, or someone drawing a weapon at times, and then it sounded like someone drew a weapon, but I was probably just imagining it. Try to keep an eye out for traps as well. It's very dark. There we go. Right, Jorgo's flame cloak. Let's see it in action. Well, that was effective. It's just that it seems to. Oh, something else is hitting me. What is it? Oh, there's a mage over there. Whoops. It's quite explosive though, that's for sure. A couple of soul gems and the robes, because the robes are fairly weight efficient. I'll eventually stop taking them. Well, let's take that. I think we've already got that, but let's grab it anyway. Daedra and Daedra. These sort of things obviously interest Silas because he's taken a bit of a interest in the Daedra recently. For obvious reasons, because he's wanting them to give him all their stuff, all their powerful artifacts. Let's take that. Why not? Sounds edgy. Right up Silas's street. Oh good, another heart. Yeah, we've got a slightly different inventory, as I said, because the Khajiit had a different inventory, and also the people we were selling things to, we sold different things, and I think we sold the Thomas Sparks, not Thomas Sparks, sorry. I have not favorited that. I think we sold the, what's it called, sorry? Oh, the battle axe sparks that we had, the iron one, we sold that. Oh shit, right, does this count? I think this must count, surely. No, yeah, I was actually going to cast it, but then I remembered he's probably one that brought that to, not he, the dark elf, I think it was a woman, that brought that to life. No, yeah, sorry, what was I saying? What was I saying? I don't know, but basically the Spellbreaker shield is really useful. Oh no, yeah, sorry, and we disenchanted some different stuff, and we didn't enchant it, and we sold some different things to different people and so on, so we'll have slightly different inventory. We'll have a slightly different amount of money from what we once did. Obviously because I had to redo that wee bit at the start, but anyway. Yeah, Spellbreaker in this is really good because magic's a lot more powerful in this this mod. Sorry, the what's it called? Oh, what is this mod called again? Sorry, Skyrim. I've been playing with it for years and I've completely forgotten what it's called. Yeah, so it makes magic a lot more powerful, which most mods in games tend to do. I think that a lot of games they get a little too obsessed with not making magic overpowered that they tend to underpower it. Like, you basically don't want to go above level 44, I think it is, in Skyrim, like the vanilla, if you're going to be using magic, just simply because it doesn't scale very well compared to your melee skills or your archery. We all know that the best one is basically, I mean, see, as you can see, this there's a couple of wee perks you can get as well that will actually make it even better. But as you can see there, this oh wow, why is that not cooked? I think it explodes when we cast it, and that does a wee bit of damage to us. Don't want to cast that around civilians, I think. Oh, she brought that back to life. What was I saying? I keep doing that. I keep getting distracted by things, and then we'll stop standing near a guy who's on fire then. Really, you should be the one watching it. No, yeah, sorry, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten, honestly. Oh wait, was that magic resistance? If it was, it's gonna make us better. Oh no, yeah, there's a perk that you can take in the block skill tree, which makes your Spellbreaker like even better. Like, it's obviously, you know, pretty bloody good, and that's just frost resistance. Well, might as well take it. Yeah, sorry, so it's like, it's really good anyway, but that pretty much makes it that you can't take damage from like a lot of magic unless you're fighting someone really powerful. Which, you know, that there are times where you will literally get like 1 or 2 shotted by magic users in this. There's one specifically that is in a quest that we are going to be doing eventually, which I'm definitely not going near him for a while yet, just because I know how powerful he is. like, cause there's been more than one character. Like, I don't know if you remember that Breton Paladin I was telling you about. Like, he was quite like focused around kind of fighting magic users a lot of the time, and he did genuinely die. I think it was like 2 shots, and this was like when we had some pretty decent gear at this point. It wasn't just like really near the start of the game or whatever. It was like, it was a pretty decent level. Like, I wouldn't say we were under leveled for the quest, especially not if this was vanilla. Like, you get that quest really quite early, but this obviously changes everything. So yeah, this is something as well. I obviously play like more Time City of the Damned, like, cause I've done a Sunday special of it. Like, I play it myself, but something that I wanted to do, I was just kind of like lying in bed earlier and I was just kind of feeling a wee bit bored. I wanted to watch a let's play of that and of, oh, are we? I can hear the music, but I didn't realise we're actually in combat. Cause, oh, sorry, Lydia's not, oh, I've just done that again. Lydia's not too bothered and I don't actually see anyone. But no, yeah, I wanted to do, watch let's plays of both of those. I was actually initially going to do a more Time City of the Damned let's play when we started the channel, but basically there was an issue with the recording where it was like, I think it was just bad luck, it corrupted, so we couldn't. So I decided not to, and then I decided to go back to it for a Sunday special, and it was perfectly fine. So I think it was just bad luck. Yeah, so I was wanting to watch let's plays of those, but like, and this isn't like a slight to anyone. I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys watch some like people who you've seen let's plays of More Time or like Wasteland 2, director's cut or otherwise, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really able to find any that I liked. Like, I went through half a dozen for Wasteland 2, and I tried like a fair few for More Time. Why is this not working? Come on. But I really just genuinely couldn't find like anything I was happy with. Like, most of them were fine, but they would do like, there was this one that I was actually really disappointed in, because it was the guy seemed like quite good at the game, he knew quite a lot about it. He was playing it in the hardest difficulty. This is Wasteland 2, by the way. Stuff like that, you know. And he'd put out a couple of wee guide videos that I think they were like the first ones that I saw. I think they just came up my recommended, because I'd been watching Gopher, who's a guy that I watch anyway, and he's done a Wasteland 2 let's play a couple of years ago, but honestly he's just, I mean, he's not really, oh good, he's not really very good, honestly. He's like pretty bad. Yeah, did I say he was playing it in Ranger difficulty? And I think that was like his first time playing it, so he wasn't really prepared. And I think in Wasteland 2, the original version, which is what he played, I don't think you can actually make custom characters. You might be able to, but I feel like I saw that in one of these things, that it was like one of the other guys' let's plays, like, not let's play, sorry, videos, I can't remember his name, I'm afraid, that you can't that you can't create characters in that, which I thought was a bit strange personally. I'm not sure if that's true actually, because I'm sure I remember I did play the normal version before the special edition. I didn't finish it though. Sorry, not the special edition, the director's cut. I didn't finish it though. Oh, see, yeah, that's, I mean, that's a master necromancer. We're managing to take like one, but if they'd like dual cast, we're a bit screwed. Where is this fucking lever that I know we're needing to find? Ah, fuck it. Right, we're a battle mage. That's what this is for. If we can't find a way across to people, we just do a wee summon, and then we fucking fling some fire at them. Although, in saying that, that's taken a very long time. That is not going to be anywhere near good enough. Never mind, let's change tact. I think she's actually got a ward up, doesn't she? No, she doesn't actually. I don't know if the ward regenerates only if you drop your shield. I'm not actually 100% sure. Yeah, see, she just took it down there. or if it's just until it gets broken, or if it's just per spell, or if it's like over a timer or something. Where the fuck is there a lever? There is a lever here somewhere. Should we just... No, I don't want to get wet. Oh, but we have... It's too late now. Oh, well, let's pick this lock while we're underwater, shall we? But no, yeah, basically the point was, wasn't really finding any Let's Plays that I was really getting grabbed by, so I was thinking about maybe, I don't know, doing them myself one day. I won't really have time to just now. Nope, that's not anywhere. I won't really have time to just now, just because I've got other stuff that I'm wanting to do, obviously. Stuff that I've got that's going to keep me busy, and then I've got other stuff that's going to fill up the schedule later. So I won't have time to, but maybe one day, you know, just when we've got some free space on the schedule, or maybe we could even stream one of those or something. Maybe there is no lever. She just completely missed her. Yeah, see, I think this is the best way to do it. Just get... That is the best way to do it with mages. You don't try to duel them, because the AI gets some buffs necessarily. They do kind of need them, but, well, at times anyway. So that's fair enough. I'm not too bothered about that. That was actually some decent stuff we got there. But obviously it does kind of at times mean that you don't want to... Still can't see you put that down. Ah, there it is. Yeah, sorry, it does mean at times that you don't want to really be try to have a duel with them with magic. Arrows are actually quite good against mages because they don't have any armor, obviously. But sometimes just getting in their face is really just the simplest and most effective way to do things. Not sure how long this dungeon is exactly. I've done this quest before, but I can't remember 100%. Yeah, let's take that. Yeah, take that too. Oops. Don't play Skyrim out with this series anymore, just because basically I use different mod setups, and I want to make sure, or at least reduce the possibility of making any, you know, mistakes. I'm in the right place, right? Right, we are, but I think we've gone through the wrong door or something, basically. Yeah, okay, we're going in there. That also does give me the impression that there's going to be a room filled with water. That's where we're going to come up in there, so we'll need to be ready for that. Although that does beg the question, how the fuck is that door staying closed? If that is the case. Oh, it's not, there's just a wee river. Or a stream rather, it's not a river, it's nowhere near big enough to be a river. Hi guys, Tartan Spartan here. Obviously, you know, sorry, this isn't the start of an episode, this is us come back from a crash. Basically, I'll have let me finish whatever I was finished saying, essentially, before I headed down there. But basically what happened is we were going to fight a couple of Necromancers and the game crashed, and we're about half an hour anyway. So I've decided we're just going to call it for this episode, and we'll finish up here in the next one. So, question of the day was, would you rather be a whose side do you take rather, Stormcloak or Imperial? Yeah, so thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment and subscribe. Also, if you can, tell a friend. I've been Tartan Spartan, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.